S.M.K. podcast, and you already know what it is. It's the 11th episode. And man, we just rolling along, man. You know, first of all, I got some things I got to do because we got a little unfinished business. First of all, we want to give some shout outs. Lima, Ohio, 419. You know that y'all support us and we support y'all. North, south, east, and west. We get love all over, man. And we just got to give shout out Adrian in New York, Crystal in Atlanta, Mitchell, Tennessee, and all y'all west of the border. We get love, man. Quinasha down in Florida, MIA, y'all down at the bottom, Liberty City, over town. You know who you are, all of y'all. S.M.K. podcast. That's us once again.
And we appreciate the love.
On this show right here, man, tonight, we just been moving along, and so we on this 11th episode, and so we got something special for you tonight. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself, because sometimes we forget that. I'm the Dream, and over here we got Big Lou.
Yeah.
And our special guest that we got in the house tonight, man, this is Chris Hartzell, man. He's
King of Hartz Nutrition.
King of Hartz Nutrition. Right here in Lima, man. And he's going to tell y'all about it, man. This dude cold, man. He do it all, man.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. So, man, I mean, first of all, I want to ask you something. Because everybody they want to know exactly where the place at, because it's like, somebody say it's on this part. I want you to take your time, explain where it's at so we get all that out the way. Where is it at?
So it's at 1062 Bellefontaine Avenue, right across the street from Lima Memorial. It's in between Happy Days and Pizza Hut. We actually share the building with Pizza Hut. Because the same owner owns Pizza Hut and my club. You know.
Okay, so y'all heard what he said, and that's right across the street from
Right across the street. Super convenient for the nurses and doctors.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right, man. That's all right. So now tell me now. Okay, now what's the makeup of this the nutritional thing that you got going on with your drinks? And I mean, you know, you got a lot of information out on it, man. And it's just talking about the good things that you're doing over there. But I mean, when you talk about the different drinks, I done seen you have so many different drinks, man, and you call them all these different names, and they look nutritious. I mean, I be wanting to come over there and get the drink right there. Tell me about some of the special drinks that you got over there that you offering.
So we like to shake it up, you know. I mean, there's a couple other nutrition clubs around, and they're pretty traditional. We just try to bring something different to the table. Usually it's like, you come in, you can get a meal replacement shake or like an energy tea or a little bit of coffee, but we got all that, and then we got a whole bunch more. We got parfaits and waffle bowls, and it's all really good for you. Healthy alternatives to the average everyday diet. There's a lot of protein in it, no sugar for the most part. The only sugars ever in it is like the additives, like the syrup, because you know you gotta have syrup to top it off. For sure. And when it comes to the drinks, our teas are the most popular right now. There's a lot of people that work, and coffee just don't do it for them. The main thing about the diet of this day and age is there's so much processed sugar and artificial everything, blah, blah. And what we do is we have plant-based. Everything's derived from plants. So we use specific ingredients with specific nutrients that your body doesn't get on a day-to-day basis. And that's actually where the majority of the energy or energetic feeling that you get comes from. And it's not as much from the caffeine that's in it.
Okay, so for somebody that don't like caffeine products, what kind of tea but want to have that the same energetic level,
like the kick to it?
Yep.
So we got a lot of different options, man. When it comes to the tea, there's a lot of people that say I don't like tea, I'm not a big fan of tea. Well, it's like really scientific. The tea has all these nutrients in it. I believe there's 21 different nutrients in the tea.
Really?
And we use for sure. And then we use aloe. So somebody came up with this genius idea because aloe is great for your digestive system. So it allows your body to actually absorb all those nutrients. And that's where you get the energy from. So for the people that have sensitivities to caffeine, I mean, they can get like a simple tea, which is just a tea base and a flavor with aloe in it, and they're still gaining all those nutrients into their body, being absorbed the correct way. And
I'm gonna have to try that out, bro. I got a sensitive stomach.
I ain't made it over there. Coming, man.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you know what though? Ever since I was little, My grandma, she used to grow aloe plants.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So we get a burn, anything, she go break me a piece of that plant off, boy. And I bring it in there, and she put it on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we get sick, she have aloe. If you get an earache, she put it in your ear. We use aloe for everything. Even to this day, I know about aloe, so you're on to something good. Oh, so now, okay, I want to ask you about what made you just think about the nutritional part. I mean, did you go to school for it? Was you always a nutrition buff, or health buff, or
I never went to school for it, mostly because everybody that I know that's ever went to college, they still in debt and most likely going to be in debt for a long time, So for me, on a personal level, I got 3 daughters, and I just got complacent with, being comfortable.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I didn't like myself on that physical level, and one day I just realized, like, man, I'm so much better than this. My potential is through the roof. So I went to a nutrition club in Van Wert, and I tried one of the teas there, and I was like, I really like the flavor to it, and I felt the energy from it, because I used to be big into Red Bull and Monster and all that, and then crash afterwards and want to nap, which don't make sense to me, because if I'm getting an energy drink, I shouldn't want to take a nap.
Yeah, that's right.
So I started drinking some of the teas and stuff, and then one of the ladies said something about, hey, why don't you do this on your own? And I was like, nah, that's not for me. Like, I'm trying to be big, and, I'm not just trying to stand behind a counter and make drinks for people. That's like the cliche that everybody has. Like, you make minimum wage just making a drink for someone and then send them on their way.
Right.
Well, I waited a little bit, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, man, this could be beneficial for me in the long term when, I'm trying to see my great-great-grandkids, like,
talking about generational.
That's right. The Bible says 120 years. I'm going 120 years. So what's the first thing to do? Diet. Wow. Yeah. So I decided right then and there, I'm going to pick up on it. I got fully into it. I mean, I dove straight into it. Like, it was a deep end, man. And it was like, I was at 230 pounds, like, not out of shape, but not in shape, you know what I'm saying? And I got in that, and then that just changed my mindset. I was hungry.
For real.
Yeah, I was hungry for it.
230 pounds.
230, still in shape. I mean, look better than a lot of people do, being cocky. Right. And I was like, man, this is going to be a huge change. And I got into the gym and started working out, eating healthy.
Hitting them weights.
That's right. And then I dropped weight, dropped body fat, started doing marathons. Like, it changed my whole outlook on life. And then that trickled down into how my kids, how they portray diets. I mean, they still like candy and stuff, because what kid doesn't? But now they have a different outlook on it. They want to eat healthier. Like, my daughter would be like,
that's what
you being a role model.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get to. So you got a family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You married?
Nah.
You're not married, but you got kids. You got 3 kids, 3 girls, and
I
one
got
boy.
3 daughters, and I got 1 boy.
Wow,
the
so
boy, he lives with his.
You got a boy in there.
Yeah, he lived with his grandma out of state in Indiana right now.
Okay. So how do they feel about what you're doing? I mean, because a lot of times we take off and we go do things, and I got this big idea on my mind.
Right.
But I gotta have that support, because if that support ain't there, sometimes you be like, man, I'm doing this on my own. Sometimes, I mean, me and Lou, we up here by ourselves. But sometimes we feel like that ourselves.
Yeah, you need that motivation.
I mean, how did the family feel like about it?
Well, I mean, me and their mom split up right before this journey happened, and they say everything happens for a reason. Honestly, I don't think I would be in this position if, like, nothing against anybody, but if the things that happened didn't happen all on good terms, then I wouldn't be in this position. And at first, it was like, oh, you're not around as much, but then I mean, kids are kids, but at the same time, they understand on the same level that we understand. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely do.
So I just explain it to them, like, look, Dad has a vision. I'm trying to make a better life for me and for you, and change everything. I want to serve the community. They started to slowly understand that, and then they seen their dad at work, and then they're like, oh, look at my daddy doing this, and daddy's doing that. And now honestly, I feel inspired, and I realize that my biggest potential and my biggest skill set is bringing the potential out in other people.
Wow.
And that's what
awesome.
I want to do. That's where my heart's at. So
That's
why
awesome,
we brought
man.
this to Lima.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
your
I do
vision.
too.
I like what you're doing. I think that the more that people get onto it, I think you're gonna really take off, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Really take off. That's a good thing, because everybody into nutrition. Now we got a lot of things going on coming up. I may even be doing a show, you know, saying far as working out and things like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, for older guys. You
Yeah.
know, so you know, don't steal that, y'all. But anyway, so you weren't born in Lima. You was born in Pickwa.
That's right.
Pickwa. You know, so actually I worked for about 4 years in Troy.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? So you know that whole area hang out.
Yeah,
there, you know, so
for sure.
I stumped grounds down there for about 4 years down there. I worked at Panasonic in Troy.
Really?
Yeah, about 4 years. But anyway, tell me about Pickwa. What made you just up? And I know it's a bunch of country. You just say I'm out of here.
Right.
I want to do better.
Nah, so
Yeah.
my mom was born and raised in Pickwa. I think she was born in Troy and then lived in Pickwa for most of her life. And then
Okay.
I was born in Pickwa at a hospital that I believe burned down. And then she met a guy that was in the Army, and he was from the country area. So we ended up moving to the country and then lived in the country for a long time.
Yeah, because I want to know. I ain't never heard of Groveville. Where Groveville at?
Grover Hill is all right. So it's like it's in between Van Wert and Paulding.
Okay,
I mean,
me and
so
Lou was trying to figure that out.
it's a real small town. The population isn't too big. There's a little school there. There's a church and a bank, and then
Okay.
one stoplight, and that's about as far
right,
as it
for sure.
gets.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah,
But,
that's a real small town.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
little. They got one park, and yeah, there's not a whole lot
And
going
that's
on.
it.
Yeah, but I lived out there for a while, and then I lived in on 4th Street over here in Lima for a little bit with on my dad's side. He had a brother named Teeny, I believe his name was, and we kicked it over there with him and some other kids. And then, you know, good thing I didn't stay around because at that time it was a little bit of a rough, rough area. But then I moved from there all the way back out to the country, and then from there moved all the way to this place called Payne, which is
I heard of Payne.
yeah, it's over there by the Indiana border. I was there for a minute, moved to New Haven, Indiana, then Ottoville, then Delphus, then back to Lima, and then Lima has been my home for 15, almost 16 years now. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Awesome, man.
So when you think about it, man, I mean, you got this thing going on. You know, you call it mind, body, and spirit.
That's right.
So tell me how that correlates. I mean, I could see it, but I mean, how it correlates into what you're doing. You know.
So the biggest thing that people struggle with is their mind, whether they realize it or not. Everything spawns from a thought. Like this microphone came from somebody wanting to project their voice louder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that came from a thought. If you learn how to control your thoughts, then you really learn how to control almost anything and everything. What better way to predict your future than to create it? You know, that's how I feel 100%. So I'm all about creating my destiny, and part of that is I got to have a healthier mindset. Yeah. If I have a healthy mindset, then that just translates into a healthy body.
Yeah, that's right.
And then mind, body, and spirit, the spirit's in control. You know what I'm saying? I just, the way that the explanation and understanding goes for me as far as that goes.
Okay.
And when it comes to the nutrition aspect of it, I feel like it's really, I don't know if it's mainstream yet, but I think it's going to eventually be. Nutrition really is mind, body, and spirit, because if you ain't eating right and you ain't thinking right, then
you gotta feed the temple.
Exactly. Exactly.
You gotta feed it
and we gotta stay in the right condition and the right mindset, and then we can conquer the world. I mean, self-made kings, right? And that's what it is. Like, I see a king, I think of Leonidas, you know, like I'm a warrior, I'm a leader, but at the same time, I'm a supporter. And like, I'm trying to be in the back and not the front, because I want to make sure everybody's going to where they need to go. Make sure I got their back.
And that's what's needed. A lot of people think, well, we all need leaders. No, we need followers. We need directors.
That's right.
We need it all. You know what I'm
saying?
Because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like you say, it's a team. So if it's a team, we got to have one of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be willing to play that part.
Exactly.
You know, who want to be in the back and keep those sheep in line and keep pushing them in line. We got to have those type of people.
And so that brings me to my next question. How did you come up with your name?
Well, my last name's Hartzell, and for a long time I've been on this king kick. I got really into Egypt and pharaohs and everything, and I remember hearing or reading one time that Jesus said that we are more than conquerors, and in my mind, I'm thinking, well, what's more than a conqueror than a king? Because kings conquered and then some, like I was just saying. So
that's right.
me and my homies, that's what we call each other. What up, king? Yo, how you doing, king? You know, like we're all kings and queens. And I mean, Tupac was famous for talking like that all the time. Yeah. And so that's been my brand. Like my mom's called me king, my daughters call me king, my girl,
bro, because,
you know,
you gotta believe it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, to be it.
Exactly.
Just the other day, Felicia, we had a lady on. She ended up singing on the show a couple weeks ago. Awesome lady. But I wrote a little thing, kind of like a little thank you note, and sent it to her. But boy, she almost cried, and she hit me back, and she said, you know what? She said, I hadn't had nobody call me a queen. And I told her, I said, I appreciate everything you've done. I say, but I just want to tell you something. You're a self-made queen.
That's right. And
I mean, man, she really hit me on that and then told me about how that made her feel. And I never thought like that. This kind of made me feel good because it wasn't nothing to me because I feel like you are a queen.
Yeah.
All our ladies, everybody that we get here, we call them queens.
That's right.
That's the name of the thing, self-made kings. So if we gonna be a king, then what is your girl? Then what is your wife?
Has to be a queen.
Okay. But so I like that, bro. I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just kind of come certifying some of the things that we already been talking about.
Right.
You are a self-made king.
And one of the things with the name, like King of Hartz, like I was listening to a podcast actually a couple years ago, and they were talking about some scientist dude, and he said that the first organ that is made is your heart. And that's the foundation of everything. Like you speak from your heart, you speak from how you really feel, and it's not all about the brain and everything else. It's from the heart. So I was like, well, this is gonna be my first business, a long-lived dream coming into fruition right now. So I was like, King of Hartz, play on the name, play on the foundation of it. So
that's awesome.
Birds in one stone.
I like that. He dropping some wisdom.
I love it, man. I love it, man. So just you got other people out there. So I look at a lot of things that you do on Facebook, because Lou make me be more social now. I remember that social before. You got to do it. You got to do it. And I do it a little bit more now. But I see the things you do, and it's just like it's hard for me to go past something and not like it. Because anything that somebody doing around here in Lima, I want to support it. I want to support what we doing, and I want y'all to know that we supporting what y'all doing. But I see you've been putting up different things like a lot of the different advertisement, man. And you got a little something going on with the way you advertise. You put the music thing with it, and you making it to where the young kids they can look at it and they respond to stuff like that. But if one of them is looking at you and they seeing what you're doing, and I seen you up there holding that big old ribbon cutting thing, cut that ribbon. I mean, you got some kids out there. I'm seeing you all over, Shawnee. Where you from? Everything. If they see you doing that right now, and if you had to tell them how to get started on something like that, what would be the information that you would get?
Oh man, that's a great question. How would you get started, especially being a black man and I mean being young? Like I'm only level 29. I got a lot of time left on this earth. And if you want to get started, the best way to get started is to start. I mean, you believe in it. Whatever your dream is, believe in it. And that's how you're going to receive it and achieve it. And you put all of your action into it. See, what I didn't know for a long time was, like, I have faith. I'm a huge man of faith. I'm a believer and it's going to happen. But if you just sit around believing it and you got your hands folded and you ain't doing nothing, that's right. You ain't going there with it. And then I found out, like, you plant a seed in the ground in darkness, right? And then you water it. But the next day you don't go out there and dig it up. You got to wait that harvest time, and then eventually it starts to sprout. Roots grow, and then once it's time, when the time is right, then it is a beautiful, gigantic tree full of fruit. And then that's when you get the harvest. That's when you get to eat it, So if you want to do anything in life, man, just do it. Just don't care what anybody else says, because you're gonna have haters. But if you don't have haters, then you ain't doing anything.
That's right.
If you don't have haters, then you basically the average person. And there's nothing wrong with being average if that's how you think. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be great and you want to be successful, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
E.T.
And that was me. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's right here in my heart, all the time, on my mind, all the time. And that's what I gotta be.
Wow.
So.
Wow. That's me. That's me.
So,
too.
Yep.
so I gotta ask you, what is one of your hardest struggles being a business owner?
Oh man, the whole thing was rough. I knew I could do it, and I spent a long time not believing in myself because other people didn't believe in me, and I thought I had to have a team to believe in me to be successful. And then I realized, like, it don't matter what anybody else thinks. I just need to do it. So I started this whole project with next to no dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and then that sparked me into just working hard and like overtime, just grinding and like
16-hour days,
bro. Yeah, tell me, like, I sleep like 3 hours and I'm up, no cat naps, like just grind because I had a vision and nobody else could see my vision but me. So and like you were saying, like, the kids got to see it, they need proof. So what better way to prove it than to prove it?
And
you know?
And it's because some people aren't visual.
That's right.
You know, and that's why sometimes it's better to show them, you know, by action.
That's right.
You know, so, yeah, man, I think you're doing good.
Yeah,
so,
bad man. You're a bad man.
Yeah.
But you know what, though, man? Every now and then, we always got to step away and pay a little bills, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what? We're going to take a quick break. Guess what? We got Lima's on Chris Hartzell. Guess what, man? Right over here, man, nutrition place, right across the street from Lima Memorial Hospital. Bruh, we going to tell you a little bit more about it when we come back. He going to let y'all know exactly where he at. He going to give y'all some numbers. He going to give you everything that you need to know. Chris, right here, baby. Hartz Nutrition.
S.M.K, Self-Made King.
All right, Self-Made Kings, man. We right back here again, man. With Hartz Nutrition. This Chris right here, man. Mr. Guy. Chris, we going, right before we left, I wanted you to let everybody know exactly where you at. Give them some addresses. Give them some numbers and everything so everybody can come visit you, man. You know, we don't want you to leave out here without everybody running all over Lima with Chris. You let them know right on the show where you at.
Okay. So when you're ready to come and conquer your cravings,
conquer that.
the address is 1062 Bellefontaine Avenue.
1062 Bellefontaine Avenue.
Lima, Ohio, 45804.
Huh? You heard that.
Right across from Lima Memorial, in between Happy Days and Pizza Hut.
Okay. Okay, and you can't miss it, man. I mean, everybody know where Lima Memorial Hospital is.
That's right.
You know, actually, my sister was saying it was across from St. Rita's Hospital, but I ain't gonna tell on her.
At least you got the hospital part right.
Yeah, hospital part right. Okay, man. But you know what, though? We just going to move on the show. It's always kind of like a little important part of the show that I kind of like put in. But I want to try to use your mind for a second. Okay?
All right. Let's do it.
I want to play a little game with you. It's a little word game.
All right.
And you just, I want you to be just kind of poignant with it. Not going to give me a whole bunch off of it, each word, okay? Just
okay.
give me what comes to your mind.
All right.
Okay. Potential.
Potential. The capability that people have that a lot don't see.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Country.
Country. The place you represent, you know, like 419 Lima.
Come on. That's
Okay.
us. That's us. All right. Positive.
Positive. That's me. 100%. Positive.
Wow.
Never negative. Charged up.
I can see it, baby. I can see it. Okay. Energy.
Energy. Man, energy is everything. Energy creates everything. So without energy, there is nothing. So energy equals all.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Family.
Family. Blood is thicker than water. You know?
Believe that.
So family is everything when it comes down to it.
Health.
Health. Number one goal, health.
Okay.
Got to be.
Jesus.
Lord and Savior. He's my king. He's the one I give all the glory to. If it wasn't for him and the knowledge that he kicked to me through the word, I wouldn't be here in this position. Not even a chance.
You heard that. You heard that. I got one last one for you. New Year's.
New Year's. Everybody says new year, new me. Yeah, that's cool. I like it, but new year, it's time to level up. The sky is the limit. 2022, I'm coming through. We're breaking that ceiling open, and we're going to take over. That's what it is.
Wow.
It's time for the Kings to take over what's rightfully ours.
Self-made Kings, time
That's
to take over, man.
Yep.
That's
I hear
Chris
that.
right over there,
I
man.
feel
Hartz
that.
Nutrition, man. Y'all go see him, man. This cat, man, is deep right here. I got something else I want to ask you, Chris. We talked about your family. Tell me something about your daughters. How your daughters? I mean, your son. You say you got a son.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
He is 13.
13.
He almost as tall as me.
He play ball?
Really?
Play ball, anything?
Yeah, he plays football. He just had knee surgery, so he didn't get to play football this last year, but besides like half of it. But he enjoys it. That's his favorite. He's a big boy too, so
big boy,
he likes knocking people down.
Now, did you just get that size from working out, or was you just come from a big family, kind of like you was always big?
No, most of my people in my family are just out of shape, overweight and stuff. I have always been on the healthier side, but like I said, I really just got focused and just started putting my hands to stuff and then working and grinding.
Did you play ball, anything?
Yeah, so when I went to Wayne Trace, you know,
you went to Wayne Trace?
yeah, way
Okay,
back in the
yeah,
day.
okay.
If I would have stayed there, I would have started varsity my freshman year as running back.
Okay.
But then, you know, I went down a different path and I moved and then started hanging out with the wrong cats. It's all my fault though, you know, take responsibility for your actions no matter what the influence is.
That's right.
And then that was basically the end of my career in sports for the most part. But
So
I've always been active.
That's pretty much where the size came from then? Was you pretty a nice size then?
Yeah, I was a decent size. I was benching a little bit of weight back in junior high and stuff, but then I got real complacent, real lazy, and I got tired of it. I went to lift my daughter up one day, and it was a little harder than I thought it should be, and I was like, man, we're going to change that.
Yeah,
Now
change that ASAP.
lifting them up like this, like, come on, let's go. We're going to run.
So the boys, I mean the girls, the boy is 13. How old is the girls?
7, 4, and 3.
Right,
Oh man, yeah, they got the same energy as me too, and they don't let me forget it.
That's a 24/7.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. How your son feel about the girls?
His mom actually has 4 other daughters too, so he has a total of 7 sisters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he likes kicking it with Pops when he gets a chance.
I bet you. You know what, man? You a cool dude, man.
Thank you.
You know what? Every time on this part of the show, it's kind of like my special part of the show. I love this part. I mean, the word game, y'all just ace the game and take the game right out of my hands. So I can't make it hard for y'all because people like you come through and just ace it every time. You know what I'm saying? But when we get to this part of the show, we kind of be on a different level because you probably can know how to pop a bottle, Lou know how to pop a bottle, and I know how to pop a bottle. But because of what you do, bro, I feel like everybody that come on this show, we got a thing that me and Lou do. We didn't make it up because it's called Give People the Flowers, but we like using that.
Okay.
So while you here, we want to give you your flowers because we don't know what tomorrow brings. But what you
remember
doing
that.
is good, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, it needs to be recognized. Lima need to know about it.
Yeah.
This Chris right here, man. I mean, he a self-made king. He went and opened up his
Definitely
own business here. He didn't use nobody's money. He used his own money. He up there, and all he asking for is our support. Now, come buy something from you, man. Let's go support him, man.
Definitely
you know
support him.
But right now, man, we gonna pop a bottle for you, bro, because this is the most part of the show that I love.
Let's do it.
I just can't
Popping
wait to get
bottles.
to it, man. There you go,
Hey.
man.
Okay,
This
okay.
all for Chris, man.
Let's
to
go.
do what you do, bro. I mean, you're a cold dude,
S.M.K,
man.
he a
I wanna see
self-made
you keep on
king.
moving.
Respect
I want
that.
to wish you much success. And you know what, me and Lou, man, we coming through there and we going to get some of them teas, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And bring the crew. Bring the crew.
I want to ask you something too. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, man,
Thank
in 5 years, I want to be the best me possible. I want to be on the top notch of my level when it comes to nutrition. And I'm going to start working my way into the real estate, you know, working my way into new locations, traveling the world, getting paid for it. And, I mean, I might mess around and write a book, to be honest. You know, I like to be on stage and speak to people and have a huge impact on kids because, you know, the youth. It's all about the youth.
Well, you already spoke your store into existence,
Yeah,
so
that's
I know
right.
Yeah,
I know
right.
you're gonna speak the rest into existence.
Oh, yeah.
And
I got a
wish
lot.
you the best luck, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I got a lot going on.
A lot of times they say because Erica, when she was here, hey Erica, she was talking about, you know, she may write a book one day.
Yeah.
And so it's just all about just starting to jot the stuff down, starting to jot the different things down, and you know, and then pretty soon you can be the one. Remember we was talking about how, you know, you may have page 7 over here, page 11 over there, you know, 13 right here. Yeah. But you the one that's trying to put all that together. But I found out you also can hire somebody that
to
can
do
put
it.
all that together for you.
Save you some time.
You know, save you some time.
That's
man.
right.
So, you know what I'm saying, you can put that book together quicker than you think. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, just start.
Just start. That's right. 100%.
But you know what though? To your kids and to them, you know what I'm saying, you a beacon. You like a light to them.
Yeah.
And that generation wealth that you're trying to achieve, that's who it's gonna eventually go down to.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So man, what you're doing, man, just keep on pushing and keep on plowing through.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying? So now on that part of town, I want to check on this because it always seemed like business be hard to get over there. You know, they always been kind of loaded with Happy Days over there, a couple more of these things over there. But I heard that it's kind of hard to get, you know, a building over there. How hard was it for you to get into that area over there and bring your business there?
Well, funny story. I used to actually work for Happy Days. It was the one on Elida Road, though. It's been, I don't even know how long, man, like 8-9 years or something like that ago. Something crazy like that. I just had got out of high school a little bit after that, and the owner of it, he actually was the one that owned my building that I'm in right now.
Okay.
And so I was driving out on that side of town on my way to another location, talked to them about a lease, and then it wasn't what I wanted it to be. It was a lot of work and the parking and everything to it, it wouldn't have worked out. So, and like I said, I'm a man of faith, so I'm praying. I'm like, God, I know that you ain't bring me this far to bring me this far.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's right.
What is it, you know? And then I'm driving, and all of a sudden, like, I swear it was like a twinkle on my left side of my eye, and I looked over and I just seen this sign that said for lease, and I was like, okay, across the street from the hospital. I like it.
Okay.
Made a phone call. Turned out that it's the same dude that owned the building that I worked for before, and then it all came full circle. We sat down, we talked. He liked it, and then we showed him what we brought to the table when it came to the nutrition aspect, because I mean, he already owns all the restaurants, so he's into that. And then he's like, I like it. I was like, all right, cool. And then we sat down, we wrote some stuff together, and then got to work.
Wow.
So it's been a blessing every step.
That's awesome, man. That's crazy how when you're walking in your truth, how doors start opening up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you say you riding down the street and you just see it out the twinkle of the eye.
Yeah, and I had already drove past it like 2-3 times at least that same day. So
that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, now when I know you're right there about a hospital, who are your most of your customers? I mean, you look at probably all types. But I mean, a lot of nurses, doctors. Come over.
Oh yeah! Shout out to the healthcare heroes, man.
Working
12+ hour shifts and stuff. They come in, they get the tea, and it helps. Like they all tell me, like, oh, the benefits. I don't even drink coffee anymore. I come here for this. I'm like, good. And we're just getting started, man. There's probably thousands of people that work there that still don't even know that we're right across the street.
That's pretty crazy. You end up finding a place right next to the hospital.
Yeah, man. Like
that's a perfect spot.
The whole works. I mean, it just seemed like it all just fall right into the same thing. You know, because I mean, I had worked at the house. I worked at St. Rita's. You know, I worked in the kitchen and stuff, and in the stock room and things like that. But I used to see the nurses and see all of them around there, and everybody always on a health kick.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They get out and walk and they do all that. So I could see them. I mean, if St. Rita's would have had a place like that across the street, I could see where it'd be booming, and I can imagine, bro. I mean, you just starting, bro. It's been happening for you over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them gates about to be flooding open with people. Doors gonna be open. Yeah, that's right.
Like I say, you gonna end up seeing me and Lou. Now tell me this, man. Okay, now because I'm pretty good with my health and everything, but I like coffee in the morning. I drink 1 cup. I used to drink like mix it all with these
the
caramel and all that stuff. But I come out that ain't good for you. So I just want plain black coffee, put my little sugar in it. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the little the extra. You know what I'm saying? But I still like the sugar taste, so I will get a little bit of that because I don't do too much in the daytime. But I drink that, and then, but is that good for you? I mean, they say 1 cup of coffee is good for you black.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
would you recommend I just switch over to tea then in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, black coffee is the best. What I did when I first got into my, like, I guess you could call it health kick is I'm the type of person that once I find something that I'm interested, I'm in it, and I want to know everything about it. I'm absorbing it like a sponge. So I found out that you put cinnamon in your coffee, the cinnamon actually boosts your metabolism and speeds up the fat burning process. So I was like, okay.
Wow.
So I started putting that in my coffee, and now, like, when I make a shake, I put that in my shake, you know, just to add fuel to the fire, basically, just to stay in the best shape.
Just any type of cinnamon, ground cinnamon? I
mean, ground cinnamon. That's the best. I mean, you can go to.
Just buy, I mean, not the cinnamon that you buy off the shelf at Ray's or nothing like that.
I mean, you want to look at what you. If you go to the store and the ingredients list says cinnamon plus 2 parts this and 3 parts that and artificial and blah blah blah, that's not the best. When it comes to nutrition, you want the least amount of ingredients possible. So, like, for an example, peanuts. You know, like, you look on the bag of peanuts and the ingredient says peanuts, you know. That's a super healthy way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what about but I don't know though, man. I have to I think I want to start switching over to tea because I like to drink it. I like to drink it hot.
Yeah.
You know, I love to drink it hot. But for some reason in the morning time, man, I get up in the morning, man, because I get up early. You know?
Right.
And it's just like, I just want to have that little cup of coffee right there, do my little reading right quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my little meditating.
That's right.
You know, and then, you know, I'm ready to go. But, man, you know what, Chris, bro, you know, ever since, you know, when I first got in touch with you, it was all because of the things that you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I saw this brother, he was cutting the ribbon, and he was cutting the ribbon in this nice place. And I was like, man, what is he doing? Then I started reading up on it. You know, it's Hartz Nutrition. And it's like, man, I said, you know what, bro? You know, when I end up hitting you, I started seeing your little posts and stuff like that. And I end up shooting you a thing, and that's what you consider. And I mean, he was all for it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we definitely did.
I know in the end, it's not about me. It's not
Right.
about me. It's about y'all. I want this.
Yep.
That's what we want. We want the show. We want people to know. I mean, we want to go. We want to go now.
Right.
We don't want y'all to leave us behind.
Right.
But it's about Lima. It's about
bigger
us.
picture,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Trying to bring everybody to the forefront and let people see what we got here.
Yeah.
And this is what we got here. Y'all.
And
one bad dude, man.
one more thing is, like, when it comes to speaking things into existence, you don't even know this, but one of my goals in life that I wanted to do is have my own podcast and star on a podcast.
No.
And then you hit me up, and I told my girl, I'm like, oh my God, like, I was in awe of it, and I'm like, I know that this happens when you speak it and you believe it and put action, but it's happening right now. Like, so I was hyped.
I believe that because it was just like you was right on. You was right on. And I told Lou, as soon as I came, I said, Lou, I think we got Hartz. Hartz want to come.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, who's Hartz? And I told him about you, and I said, it came together.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
I
perfect.
That you was with it too. And you know, it didn't happen when we wanted it to happen,
right.
but it happened in God's time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
And I'm having a good time. I think it's more. You can be getting all the information out. Is there anything that you think that you want the people to know?
Yeah, where can they follow you?
Oh, yeah. You can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Reddit. I mean, if there's a social media site out there, you can follow me at King of Hartz Nutrition. I even got a TikTok. I'm not huge into it, but I do it for the sake of marketing.
I just said he made me make a TikTok too.
You know. Yeah, right.
You know, but you know, because that's what it is at. You know, that's what we're trying to get out to the media, trying to let them know that, you know, you here. And I mean, that's the kids everywhere. They on all of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and not only kids, you know, grown-ups, everybody's on social media. So
and speaking on the kids and everybody, what's one advice you can give the people?
If I could leave y'all with anything out this whole time that I've been on this show, I would have to say that you don't need anybody else's approval for anything in life. I mean, if you believe that you can do it, then put your hands to it and make it happen. And that's the way, when you walk in the Word, storms just clear out your way, man. Like an eagle, when an eagle knows it's about to storm, and all the other birds, they fly away and they take cover, the eagle goes up above the storm clouds and soars above the storm. That's what we here to do. Take flight like an eagle.
It's all about the mindset.
That's right.
Wow. You know what, Lyman? I want y'all to listen to this young man. This man is only 29 years old. This is an old soul right here, bro.
Yes,
you know what? And y'all need to wake up and get on over there. We gonna support you, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I'm impressed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of times we don't get a chance to see a young entrepreneur come in here with the
type of mindset,
the swag, the mindset, everything that you got, bro. And I know that's gonna take you far because I already know. I can see that you grounded.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And so in order to go somewhere, we got to be grounded. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you already pushing through. You done broke the ground. So now it's all about just being steadfast.
Yep.
Staying at it.
Yep.
Keeping your content out there. And stay in their face.
That's right.
So it's going to happen, bro.
Yeah. Y'all going to see it. Y'all going to see me a lot.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not a if, it's a when.
Coming to get you. I need a nutritional guy.
That's right.
We're going to have that, man.
For real.
But you know
we
what, we want you to know, man, we love this guy, man, and we're going to stay with him, man. This is Chris Hartzell. You know what? Right there, down there, right across the street.
That's right.
Up north, over here, man, on Bell Fountain, right across the street from St. Memorial Hospital.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna say what my sister said. Memorial Hospital. Y'all get on over there and see Chris, man. We gonna go sing. We want Lyman to go sing. We want Lyman to sing. Hey, this is right here in the flesh.
Yeah.
We love y'all. S.M.K podcast, and we out.
Self-made kings.
If one of them is looking at you and they see what you doing, ribbon cutting thing.
Yeah.
Cut that ribbon. I mean, you got some kids out there. Lyman Singer all over. Shawnee.
Yeah.
Where you from? Everything. If they see you doing that right now, and if you had to tell them how to get started on something like that, what would be the information that you would get?
Oh man, that's a great question. How would you get started, especially being a black man and I mean being young? Like I'm only level 29. You know, I got a lot of time left on this earth.
Yeah.
And if you want to get started, the best way to get started is to start. I mean, you believe in it. Whatever your dream is, believe in it.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to receive it and achieve it. And you put all of your action into it. See, if I could leave y'all with anything out this whole time that I've been on this show, I would have to say that you don't need anybody else's approval for anything in life. I mean, if you believe that you can do it, then put your hands to it and make it happen. And that's the way, when you walk in the Word, storms just clear out your way, man. Like an eagle, when an eagle knows it's about to storm, and all the other birds, they fly away and they take cover, the eagle goes up above the storm clouds and soars above the storm. That's what we here to do. Take flight like an eagle.
It's all about the mindset.
That's right.
Self-made kings. That means anything that you want to be in life, you can be that. We all kings. Hey, what a great show we had. Chris Hartzell from Hartz Nutrition. Yeah, taking drinking tea to a whole nother level. Okay, now do us a favor. Go back, like, and subscribe. YouTube, go back, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that push button notification. Therefore, you will get a notice the next time a new episode come out. Like and subscribe. YouTube, Self-Made Kings. That's us. We want to tell you we love you and we out.